Welcome to Hit the Brakes, where we dive into the top stories, market trends, and ins and outs of the supply chain. No matter if you're tuning in from the cab of your truck, behind your desk, or on your daily commute, we're glad you're here and we're ready to serve you. Let's get this show on the road.
Hi, my name's Brett Lankford. I'm Director of Strategy and Innovation here at Fetch Freight, and some of my primary responsibilities include our enterprise customer engagements and supporting those customer relationships, managing our technology portfolio and road mapping, and another big area is our overall carrier strategy. And I think one thing I wanted to talk about today is a core, what's become a core piece of technology for us that really lands right at the intersection of those three areas. And that's a solution that's called TextLocate. And I'll really briefly kind of start off with what TextLocate does for us and how we use it. But in a nutshell, it's a text message mechanism that allows communication with drivers and carrier representatives via text message. It also allows for another mechanism for GPS tracking and utilizing cell phone data to generate tracking pings. And lastly, kind of the third area that has really been a good use case for us has been digital document capture and transfer, where drivers can take pictures of things like a proof of delivery and digitally transfer it to us and provide it to our stakeholders. And kind of quickly talk about why this has become so popular. You think about just in society at large. Text messaging has become a preferred method of communication for a lot of people, and the drivers are no different. And I think this is really, from a couple of angles, is about meeting the carrier where they want to be met. So if a driver prefers text messages, you think about all the different ways that communication comes to them. They get calls from potentially multiple parties within a brokerage, different stakeholders. They get emails, and then now we're introducing a third communication method with text messages. There's a strong preference within the driver community for some towards text messages. So a lot of it's about providing, a more satisfying carrier experience. We talk a lot about our customers, but that piece and how we interact with our drivers, which, essentially is the product for us as a brokerage, is critical. And for, driver satisfaction, ease of doing business and all of those things. But, this is also, from a customer standpoint, has provided another layer that allows us to capture tracking information. So across the wide spectrum of customers that we have here at Fetch Freight, all the way from Fortune 500 enterprise shippers to small mom and pop customers, this tracking experience is becoming an expectation, really, regardless of your freight spend and your size as a shipper. Again, kind of thinking about society at large, we've become very accustomed to the UPS, FedEx, Amazon tracking experience, instant notification of when events occur, things of that nature. It's no different in freight. And our main method of tracking freight is through direct ELD integrations. That's the onboard telematics and onboard devices within the tractor and trailer itself, which is a preferred. But when you think about providing a comprehensive tracking solution, data, transactions of different GPS signals and things of that nature can fail. And it is beneficial to have an additional layer of tracking. So whether there is a tractor that is having issues communicating GPS pings through their ELD devices, or perhaps are still even on paper logs and don't have those capabilities on board, this helps us bridge that gap to ensure that we're providing a full and comprehensive tracking experience for our customers. One other area that's, I think, really important to highlight, we've talked about our customers and our carriers and how they benefit and how they play a role in this. But one area to identify is also the people here at Fetch. And this is a technology. It's one of many, but this one in particular is very empowering to the brokers here, in that they have access to drivers and communication right at their fingertips, allows them to better serve their customers just by enabling sort of that speed of communication. And we found that, while people may not answer their phones, that we do see text messages are very successful. It's easy. It's very efficient for a driver to quickly send and respond to a message. It's more efficient than opening up Outlook or Gmail and trying to read through spam emails and things like that to get to, ultimately the question or the email that they're needing to respond to. We've seen uh, a lot of strong preference for text message communications within the driver community. And how that affects our people internally is that they have access to that information quicker, which enables them to better serve their customers. So not only does it enable them to be a better partner for their carriers by helping facilitate that communication through a mechanism that they prefer, but it also enables them to kind of turn around information for their customers even faster. So it empowers them, but at the same time, it's made their jobs more efficient. So it's less time intensive trying to get on the phone, leave a voicemail, send an email, wait for a response. What in some situations could take 30 minutes to get an answer through some of the more traditional communication layers. It's enabled some very quick communication with really during the life cycle of the shipment. The most important party involved is the individual driving that truck, and just allows them to spend less time on tasks that are sometimes seen as mundane or kind of necessary evil, which is track and trace. And it's turned it into a very powerful piece of our business and a part of their way of life here and their ways of working each day. Here at Fetch Freight, we're committed to leveraging the latest technologies to improve our services to our customers, carriers, and also to provide a enjoyable and successful experience to our employees. If you want to learn more about TextLocate, visit our website. We recently put out an article on our resources page just talking a little bit more in depth about the capabilities and how we're utilizing TextLocate. If you ever have any questions, please reach out. You can visit our website, visit us on social media, LinkedIn, etc. And thanks for your time.
Thanks for joining us on Hit the Brakes podcast. Want to know more about today's episode? Visit fetchfreight.com to connect with someone from our team, get a quote, join our carrier network, and more. Check out the show notes below for specific links mentioned in the episode.